What is up, YouTube? Alright, so I have a fun match for you. This is just something a little bit fun. This is actually the second video I'm hoping to post up today on Wednesday the 2nd. The deck that I'm using in this video is right here. This deck takes a special kind of asshole to use. I am a special kind of asshole, so I am using this deck. You guys are probably looking at it and going, "What the fuck is this deck?" You know, what? Just watch. I pulled this combo off twice. The better of the two matches is the Constellars match. So that's the one that we're gonna be watching. Like I said, this deck takes a special kind of asshole to use, and I'm that asshole. So I'm gonna narrate it up until the loop goes through, and then just watch until the thing quits. I might say a little bit during that time. I don't know. But yeah, just enjoy. So okay, so I go first here. I opened pretty well. This is a burn deck, but I play Upstart Goblin because I'm pro. And then I get the Shard of Greed, and then Duality into a second Shard of Greed. Right through the sword, set the Morphing Jar number 2, and pass turn. Using to activate his own Duality, it's Max C, an MST, and a Tenki. I didn't see what he grabbed at the time and didn't care enough to look, but he grabbed the MST. I get a token on each Shard of Greed. Just draw a hand instruction to pass turn. And at this point, I'm like, wow, all I need is one card to turn to get this combo off. So he starts going with these Constellars, goes into that rank 5 Tiras, attacks in, and I laugh because it's a Morphing Jar number 2. And he's like, well, fuck. So my turn, I draw into a magical mallet, and this one I'm like, sweet. So I'm gonna Jar of Greed, or Shard of Greed twice, and then Dark World Dealings, and then Mallet and Mallet again, and boom, I just got the win. So I'm gonna grab the Reckless Greed here. I'm gonna set everything just so that if he pops anything, because I need a way to turn. This way, if he pops anything, it's a 1/3 chance of him popping what I need. So once again, he goes into Tiras. He attacks me for 2,600. At this point, I'm pretty sure he just thinks I'm playing Exodia based on what I've played so far. And plus my no extra deck. But yeah. So my turn. I draw. I do the all-out attacks because I don't know if it has to be activated beforehand. So then I Shallow Grave and grab a Poison Mummy. And then Shallow Grave again and grab the Morphing Jar number 2. And now here he could have won had he known the combo. But he evacs his own monster instead of my Poison Mummy. And here we go. This is the combo. Just watch. Just watch and take this in. See if you can figure out why it works. So the Morphing Jar set my Morphing Jar and Poison Mummy. Now all attacks flips everything face up attack mode. Well, now Morphing Jar activates again. Now I got a Morphing Jar and then Morphing Jar. So they both get set, and then he gets another thing, and then he takes a 500 from the Poison Mummy. Now the Morphing Jar flip face up, and here we go again. Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar. But since there's a Morphing Jar already in chain, nothing flips up anyway, because the chain has to resolve. Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar. Now the all attacks activates twice. Doesn't really matter. The reason it activates twice is because there are 2 summons in that chain. So Morphing Jar and Poison Mummy. But it doesn't matter because there's another Morphing Jar that has to be activated. He gets an Honest, and then everything goes back. And Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar. And then he gets Raya. All out attacks. And Morphing Jar. Now this combo would probably be a bit quicker if you're using Hyro Shadow Scout on YGO Pro, just because it would be quicker than burning through all the life points. But and this combo also works with Needleworm, but I don't know if it'll work on Pro with Needleworm because of the rules for a infinite loop. I don't know if Pro will work with those rules, because a rule for a infinite loop is that if there's no possible net change, because here I'm playing a monster that does life point damage, so there is a change at some points. You know, at some point there has to be a change. But if he compulsed my poison mummy back to my hand, it would have gotten to this point where now there's nothing left but morphing cards on my deck, and we would have cycled through this all-out attack forever until the point where the all-out attack has to be destroyed to continue the duel. But because I played the poison mummy, it still works. Doing this with a Hyro Shadow Scout will cause him to draw, which will still have him deck out, and actually have him deck out faster because he's drawing everything. And it's less draws than having to go through, you know, poison mummy at least 16 times. You know, so I'm down to 4 cards in my deck. So here I'm getting, you know, everything else is a monster. I have 3 more from John number 2s and a poison mummy. I think here he's just gonna finally give up. But this is Morphing Jar 2 Loop. It's kind of a dick loop, but this, like I said before, this deck, it takes a special kind of asshole to play, and I am that asshole. So, it's a very fun deck. It's not consistent at all, but I'm mostly recording this because I posted this up on YGO Pro, and I just want to give people an idea of just how this loop works. This is clearly a fun deck. This is not anything competitive. It's nothing that would ever win a tournament, but it's a fun deck. So, yeah, that's the deck. I'm pretty sure that the video is almost over, so rate, comment, sub, and see you soon, guys.